many years, and he's a great guy. He's a super, super huge talent. I think this is very disturbing and distressing what's happened here, because the information, no matter who it's from, is coming from Fox and from people on the inside. Why are there tapes being leaked of him on set?
Fox News may have settled with Dominion voting systems, but it's still battling it out before that Delaware court. The conservative media outlet is fighting to keep its documents out of the media. Welcome into TYT Overruled. I'm your legal analyst, Adrienne Lawrence. Fox News is combating a conglomerate of media outlets that are insisting that the court unseal the documents that Fox News disclosed in the Dominion voting case. Does Fox object? Yeah, strenuously. Fox agreed to settle this case with this court's encouragement, in large part to bring to an end the continued media spectacle and chill on First Amendment rights that this case had become, Catherine Mowry, an attorney for Fox, wrote in a letter to Judge Eric Davis. The New York Times, NPR, and AP form that media conglomerate, clamoring for access to the thousands of emails, text messages, and other private communications that Fox News released in the Dominion voting case. In addition to objecting to their release on grounds that it would cause quite a stir, Fox News feels that it would discourage them from maybe playing fair moving forward. It would create profoundly perverse incentives the next time parties are encouraged to settle a high-profile trial, Mowry added. After all, if $787.5 million is not enough to buy peace, parties will certainly think twice before settling in the future. Some of the documents and the materials out there have been leaked into the media already.
I think it's hurtful to have information like this coming out, smearing a good man. He's a good father and a good husband, great to his kids. I love his father as well. And it's just very disturbing.
And many suspect what's still under seal will answer the hotly debated question concerning redacted text messages that were sent by a former host. The redacted messages have come under renewed interest, in part, in the wake of Tucker Carlson's dismissal from the network last week. The New York Times reported that a racist text uncovered during the discovery process may have contributed to Carlson's firing, though the full contents of the text were not released to Dominion as part of the litigation. Let's be real. I'd advocate for the disclosure of those materials if it meant an end to this off-of-the-rails talk about why Tucker Carlson was canned.
I was told by sources very close to Tucker, and I'll leave it at this, that the Vanity Fair article is the closest to reality. He was about a month and a half ago, about 5 weeks ago, he was in Bel Air at the big mansion estate of Rupert Murdoch and his fiancée, who is a big fan of Tucker and has become religious and Christian because of Tucker, and she thinks he's like a prophet. Tucker has become very Christian. Before, he was kind of agnostic, raised Episcopalian.
Right.
Wasn't sure God was real, but liked Christians and thought they were good for society. But he really just, still thought it was kind of silly. Then he's had experiences, seen things, grown, and at some point I'm sure he'll talk about the details of it, but had some really interesting experiences. Kind of Saul of Tarsus on the road to Damascus things, to where he really knows it's a fight between good versus evil. He's been saying that. And Rupert Murdoch is an atheist and got really freaked out, wouldn't talk, basically left the dinner table. He was, quote, friends with Tucker before that. And then the next day broke up with his girlfriend and said, I'm done with you, his fiancée, get out of here. And so whatever went on at that dinner, and I don't know all the details, I was just told, no, Vanity Fair is the tip of the iceberg. That's what it is. And so Tucker is extremely, trying to be extremely close to God. You call it born again.
Fox's contention that disclosing the sealed materials could inflict significant harm really seems rich. The network spent years inflicting harm on society with disinformation campaigns and all sorts of propaganda. For the public to know what Fox was really up to is fair game. Then again, Fox is probably concerned that its viewers will somehow learn that the host and leadership never actually believed the lies that they were peddling to people. Regardless, Fox News will have to overcome that strong presumption in favor of public access to judicial proceedings in order to keep the materials from the public eye. And Dominion Voting may have agreed to allow those documents to be placed under seal, and that's why Dominion isn't the one out here revealing the documents, because it made that agreement with Fox. But any agreement between Dominion and Fox does not mean that the court must keep those documents on lockdown when you have the public asking to know what's in them. And I really don't know how this judge will respond, but if he does release those documents, it could definitely have an impact on whether Fox looks to settle with Smartmatic and its impending $2.7 billion defamation suit. But I would love to know what you think. How How will this shake out? You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like and follow button, and thanks for watching.